Right, our friends, this is a promotional video for the Salvation Army here in Market Street in Newry. Let's go into the Way Community Centre and see what's happening. We're going to see Major John Parrott. He's going to tell us all about the Salvation Army. Welcome back, and we're joined with Major John Parrott here in the Way Centre, Market Street in Newry. Major John, good to see you again.
And you?
How are you?
Yeah, I'm well, thank you.
Yeah, good. Major, can you tell us a bit about the services that the Salvation Army provides in Newry?
Yeah, many people sort of think of the Salvation Army as being really refined in what we do, you know, and they tend to think of brass bands going around the pubs with a magazine, helping the homeless, and banging tambourines. But actually here in Newry, we're trying to do so much more and differently. Our real focus now is actually to get out in the community. So we're trying to get out of church buildings and onto the streets and reach the whole of the community. So in that respect, we've sort of looked at lots of things. So we do home call, which is a befriending sort of thing. So there's home call. We do community aid, which really reaches out to a whole different range of the community sort of thing. We're working with the homeless, a part of which is that one cup scheme that many people have actually seen. We do the biblical side and prayer meetings, listening ear and pastoral. Somebody just gets fed up, you know, as simple as that. They get fed up and they can't talk to somebody. They can pop in here and have a moan at me or any of the team, have a moan and go home, and nobody's any the wiser, but that person hopefully feels better.
Fantastic. And we had a look about the last time we were in, and as I say, we can see the home call posters, the various ones, the drop-in aspect, so people can just literally come in off the street.
Yeah,
and grab a cup of coffee.
Just pop in, grab a coffee, have a chat, have a moan. Or we have a little room upstairs where they can just sit and be on their own. Can I say, we are known as a registered charity, but first and foremost, we are part, and a big part of the Universal Christian Church. So people like myself and my wife, we're the local vicars, priests, whatever we want to talk, you know, whatever is acceptable. But there is a link because we're totally motivated by God's love for us and for people. So out of that becomes our charity work. And that is something that, as I say, we've been doing for 126 years in Newry.
Wow.
And we've actually been doing it for 126 countries across the world as well.
And your drop-in centres here in Market Street, just off the main thoroughfare really in Newry, in the Hill Street.
Nice little quiet place. It's in the middle of it all, but actually quiet enough so that people can slip in and slip out.
And have a chat and talk.
Have a chat, have a moan, have a talk, have a prayer, get some help. Even people with alcohol and drug problems, we maybe can't answer or help that, but if they come in, we can signpost them to others.
And I can also see you're part of the Newry Nights.
And Newry Nights, that was our first big step into the community, and that proved quite well. And
that's actually volunteers going out on a Saturday night?
That's it. We take volunteers from all churches and none. And again, the whole focus is not to go out there and evangelise, but it's actually to reach out to people.
So the Newry Nights go out and patrol across the city centre and basically give a handout to those that need it?
Give a handout, and that can be, that can be as wide-ranging. In fact, instead of me spouting about it, now here is a challenge for you guys, for both you and Mickey there.
Good.
Here is a challenge, which can I say not many councillors and so forth have taken us up on. Instead of me talking about it, why don't you come out with us? Why don't you come out with us one Saturday night and actually see for yourself?
That's a deal. Let's do it, Mickey. That's it. It's a big raiser. We're going to hit the streets then. And how can they get in touch with you?
Well, there's a number of ways. They can pop in here to see either me or one of the team. They can get hold of us on our Facebook page, which is Facebook/Newry Salvation Army. Newry Nights have their own page. They can email us at Newry at salvationarmy.org
or John.Parrott at salvationarmy.org.uk.
There's two options. There's two options there. Or they can actually even call us. There's usually somebody here from about 11 till 5:30. That's 3026 3537.
There you go, friends. You heard it live with the main man himself. And I'll tell you what, challenge accepted. We're coming out with the Newry Nights. So this is going to be very interesting for the Banter Show.
It might be cold.
That'll do. We'll definitely wrap up. John, it's been an absolute pleasure, and thanks for talking to us again. And it's a huge endorsement for the Salvation Army here in Newry. And consider it done. We're going to be hitting the streets of Newry with the Newry Nights. So look out for us, friends. We're on the way. So from me and John, friends, we're out of here. Rise our friends, and welcome back. This is the Banter Show. It's a special promotional night tonight here, and we're joined with the man himself, Major John Parrott. Major John, how are you?
Hiya, I'm great. Already keyed up, ready to get out there now.
Good. And Mickey, as you can see, we're on patrol tonight with the Newry Nights from the Salvation Army.
They go this way, and I'll go that way. Okay.
So you're actually out looking for a client at the minute, John?
Yeah, earlier on today we got a phone call at the Way from somebody who said they were homeless and needed a sleeping bag and food and that. So we're actually following that up from where he said he was.
And you've no contact number or nothing for him?
There's no contact number at all.
So it's out on the ground looking for this client?
So it's literally, it'll be a case of as we're going round, we'll watch out for him.
Yeah. We're only on patrol a short time, and already you can see the work that these guys are doing is terrific, John. So
and you know, it's very much out in the open, but obviously when the pubs and clubs start chucking out, that's when quite often we get more active and more involved. And over the last 18 months, we've had everything. We've had guys try to jump in the canal. The last time I was out with the guys, we had somebody climbing up scaffolding, doing the old Titanic,
lean forward
over the top of Monaghan Street. But he'd had a few drinks as well. So if he'd fallen,
it was
we've had girls alleging rape. We've had drug spiking.
So it all happens in the city.
Yeah,
basically.
And it's a totally different city to what folks see during the day.
Yeah, the night time,
Yeah. And it's just a shame that really until we came about, like 18 months ago, there was nothing.
Unreal.
There was nothing. And I think now we're actually becoming more useful, because since you've had cuts with the PSNI and various other cuts through budgeting, we're quite often the only helping hands that folks see out there.
It's another education for us on the Banter Show. So as I say, the guys are doing fantastic work here, so let's go.
She can't wear high heels anymore. You want her?
Excuse me, I really need a pair of flip-flops.
You want her? You want her now? Have you any blue ones? Huh?
I can walk faster to get my pizza.
You wouldn't get this in Ballard,
No, you wouldn't. You get
That's what we're here for. You get a mobility scooter.
Thank you so much. I can walk faster to get my pizza.
I'm going to walk around.
Well done.
Clinton.
We'll still respond to it.
Yeah, we've got to see where you ask where she is.
Yeah, Tango 1 to Tango 4. What's your location of it?
Right, what's in the bag? Right, we've
Flip-flops. We have baby wipes, water, plasters, vouchers. Sorry, Joan. We have, if anybody wants to volunteer, we have the wee 1 cup. Have you got the wee cup voucher? What else have we got in?
Here.
We've also got
Torch.
those
Spike
wee
stoppers.
Spike stoppers.
Brilliant. And the coffee vouchers.
Coffee vouchers. I have loads of rubber gloves.
Ailish has got all the gear in the bag, friends. It's unbelievable.
Plasters. What else have we got in here?
Bands.
Rubber bands.
Emergency blanket.
Emergency blanket.
Wow.
Torches. I think that's everything. Bandages. Dressings.
Wound dressing, yeah.
It's all here, friends. And you've just saved a young lady's life, basically, because you gave her a pair of flip-flops.
That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about, is right, Noel?
Helping them out.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And without question, they helped her out without question. There wasn't even a question.
Yeah, she was happy with them.
She better get her pizza.
Yeah.
And she could walk, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without getting glass in her
she's not gonna
foot.
be walking on glass.
Indeed.
Yeah.
As you can see, the Newry Nights have come to another gentleman's aid here in the streets of Newry.
Yeah. Yes. Thanks very much, Transylvania, for giving the food for the homeless person.
Just shows you what type of people they are. You know, they're caring, very caring people. And Noel's good at his job, I have to say. Razor Noel, they're doing a sterling work.
Margery's got the keys to the way, so we've still got blankets, we've still got socks, drops.
Razor friends, we're back. We're joined with a good friend of mine and local man indeed, Brian Fitzpatrick. Brian, you're in the Newry Nights.
Yeah,
And tell us about the Newry Nights, how long you've been in it. And
I've been in Newry Night for a couple of months now, and I find the experience is really challenging on many levels. You know, the late night, what you're going to see, it's never the same.
Yeah.
Every Saturday night you go out, you never know what you're going to see, what you're going to meet, and sometimes it can be very, very challenging, and sometimes it can be like tonight, very heartwarming, and you kind of go, it's like somebody says you're doing something really, really quiet and everything else, and okay, you get sore feet out of it, there's a lot of walking,
yeah,
but it's worthwhile.
there you go, friends. You've heard it here on the Banter Show. Well, I have to say, Brian, keep up the sterling work, and thanks for talking to us here on the Banter Show.
All the best.
Right, friends, we're joined with Noel again. Noel, what's the latest development?
Name of fellas, we got a call from some young fella that said there's a girl lying on the ground, on the face of the ground. She actually hit her head of the pole. So we're down there with the team members, myself and the rest of my team members down there, and we contacted base, the phone ambulance. So we're just waiting for an ambulance to come. We're waiting for an ambulance to come on the way.
Very good.
Get
Noel.
checked out.
It just shows you're on the ball already.
Yeah. It doesn't.
So we'll just hang tight here just for a bit of privacy,
Yeah,
Noel.
yeah.
Great work, sir. Great
Okay.
work. Keep up the good work. And there we go, friends. As you can see, the Newry Nights called through the operations centre and asked, requested an ambulance for a young lady that had quite a bad fall there. So the ambulance has landed, and that's thanks to the Newry Nights. Welcome back, friends. We're now at the Edward Street part of town after that young lady was taken away in the ambulance. And as you can see, the Newry Nights are dealing with another client across the road here, and they're looking after him. They've been giving him water and various other things to keep him warm and stuff. So, friends, as you can see, they're very active in the Newry area at the Newry Nights, and you have to give them their dues. They really are doing a great service. Right, friends, we're joined with Major John Parrott again. Major John, it's been an eventful sort of a night here in Newry.
Another fun night in Newry, yeah.
And I have to say, you sorted a lot of people out.
Well, that's it, yeah. We were just sort of recapping. There's been a missing homeless, a flip-flop. Yeah. And I don't know how many more, because actually Ailish was sort of saying she's only got one pair left in her bag. So, and a couple of casualties, one of which we've called an ambulance for. Yeah. You know, so that's a good night's work.
I have to say, the Newry Nights, you're a big razor, you're doing fantastic work. So from me and Mickey at the Banter Show to you, Major John, Major Margery, and all the guys at the Newry Nights.
At the Newry Nights, yeah, that was it.
Big respect and keep up the great work.
Yeah.
Friends, from me and John, we're out of here. Razor. Friends, this is the end of the night, and it was a very successful night. As you can see, these are the wonderful volunteers from the Newry Nights, part of the Salvation Army, the Way Centre in Newry City Centre. So I'll have to give you a big razor, friends. You are fantastic, all volunteers. So much respect for helping out the people in Newry. So for me and the Newry Nights, friends, we're out of here. Razor.
Right there.